I think people understand that families can fall into crisis. They can fall into need, that this is, look, we're a Jewish organization, so we lead with Jewish values. So our approach to all of this is we don't judge people for how they ended up in these circumstances. They are here, and our obligation is to provide them with what they need until they can get back on their feet. So we've always looked at this program as something that should just be there for people when they need it.
Oh, and Abby, elaborate if you would on, and you say we bring Jewish values to the work. What does that mean for you? What is it? And I'm wondering, what power do you see in a potentially collective Jewish voice advocating in this area?
So I don't have to actually speculate. We know because that we operate with a community of stakeholders that are primarily Jewish and are very activated around this. And one of the ways in which we approach this is, and what we ask for, and how we think about legislation and changes in it, is that we think of treating people with dignity, that all people are made in the image of the divine. We think that people should not be judged. It's not our job. That is, and for many people, God, whatever divine being you believe in, or maybe don't believe in. But that the idea here is that we are a country that is values based, and most of those values are drawn from Judeo-Christian values, and that those should inform the way in which we develop and design what we do for the people in this country. And the Jewish community has been mobilized around this since Mazon was founded over 40 years ago. But that really was the impetus here, was the idea that the Jewish community had an obligation to raise its voice, that we are commanded over and over again in the Torah that we have an obligation to take care of those who struggle with hunger. And this the notion of that you take care of those in your community is something I don't think is, particular to Jews. I think this is part of what many, many communities the world over think. The way we look at this at a national level is that the way we speak as a whole country to the community at large in the United States is through the programs and priorities of our federal government. They are our voice. And that we, who are part of the democracy, that lend our voice, often through paying our taxes, and say, here are our priorities. We tell you this is what we believe as a nation.
Next week, the New Yorker's Jonathan Blitzer talks with the LA Times' Pat Morrison about his writing on immigration, politics, and foreign affairs. The topic, Getting Beyond the Border, How Immigration Became a Political Crisis. That's at 5 o'clock Pacific next Wednesday evening. From all of us at America at a Crossroads, good night.